Teachings of Hermes Trismegistus and Jesus Christ. Two voices, one divine law. What if the teachings of Jesus Christ weren't isolated? What if another ancient master, long before his time, spoke the same eternal truth? Today we compare the wisdom of Hermes Trismegistus and Jesus Christ. Different cultures, different language, but one shared revelation. You create your reality from the inside out. As the consciousness shift began this year across the entire planet, we are now ready to begin a new life, more mindful, elevated, and aligned. Our bodies are no longer designed for the old world's patterns. To match the new Earth frequency, we must evolve through intention, energy, and habit. Because forming new habits is not just productivity, it's the foundation of awakening your body, mind, and soul to the new timeline. This is not an accident. You were guided here, not by chance, but by something deeper within you calling you to remember. Only those who are ready ever find messages like this. Who was Hermes Trismegistus? Hermes Trismegistus, meaning thrice great, was a legendary figure believed to be a blend of the Egyptian god Thoth and the Greek god Hermes. He is the author of Hermetic philosophy, which shaped the spiritual and scientific traditions of ancient Egypt, Greece, and even Renaissance Europe. The Hermetic texts, such as the Corpus Hermeticum and Emerald Tablet, teach about the divine nature of the human soul, the power of thought, speech, and frequency, the connection between the physical and spiritual realms. God is an infinite sphere, whose center is everywhere and circumference nowhere. Real-life example. 1. A scientist begins to study quantum physics and realizes consciousness affects particles, echoing Hermetic belief that thought is the first force. Real-life example. 2. A spiritual seeker studies sacred geometry and finds patterns in nature, DNA, and the stars, reflecting Hermes' view that the macrocosm and microcosm mirror each other. Core parallel. As above, so below, the kingdom within Hermes taught. As above, so below. As within, so without. Jesus said, "The kingdom of God is within you." Luke 17:21. Hermes' axiom reveals that all things are connected, that what happens in the spiritual realm reflects in the physical and vice versa. Jesus echoed this when he taught that inner transformation, not outer ritual, is what brings you to divine truth. Real-life example. 1. A man obsessed with controlling others never finds peace. But when he takes responsibility for his inner world, his relationships shift, his outer world softens, because his inner kingdom changed. Real-life example 2. A woman searches endlessly for answers in books, people, and places. Only when she turns inward through prayer and silence does clarity emerge, proving that what she sought was already inside her. Word, thought, and creation. Hermes taught that thought is divine, that it is the first cause of reality. Words are the blossoms of action and the beginning of things. Jesus taught the same. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. John 1:1. They both saw speech not as communication, but as creation. Real-life example. 1. A person who constantly says, "Nothing ever works out for me," subconsciously creates failure and self-sabotage. Real-life example. 2. Another person says, "All things are working together for my good." Over time, their mindset, energy, and even opportunities begin to reflect this inner declaration. Spiritual alchemy and inner light. Hermes Trismegistus was the father of spiritual alchemy, turning base energy, fear, ego, ignorance, into spiritual gold, love, wisdom, truth. Jesus taught the same alchemy: be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2. Both emphasize the light within. Hermes, withdraw into yourself and it will be within you. Jesus, you are the light of the world. Matthew 5:14. Real life example. 1. A man filled with resentment finally begins to release, forgive, and reframe his past. His health improves, his voice softens. That's spiritual alchemy, turning pain into light. Real life example. 2. A woman who once numbed herself with distractions begins a practice of silence and stillness. In time, her anxiety fades, replaced with peace. The light was within all along. Final revelation. Hermes and Jesus walked different paths, but led to the same truth. You are divine in essence. The way you think, feel, and speak shapes the world around you. You don't need a temple to reach God. Your body is the temple. Your words are sacred. Your frequency is your prayer. Whether you study Hermetic wisdom or the Gospels, you'll hear the same call. Return to the light within. Speak life and align with love. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Proverbs 18:21. As above, so below. As within, so without. Hermes Trismegistus. One message, two masters, one divine law. This is more than a habit. It's your code. The way we move, eat, breathe, and think must match the energy of what's coming. And what's coming is higher. Align with it, live it, and rise into the timeline where your fullest self is waiting. This is Habit Code, and the next episode starts right now.